AITA for not telling my fiancé that my late partner was a man. I'm a 29-year-old guy who lost someone I really loved 4 years ago. We were in a terrible car crash and he didn't make it. It was so sudden and awful. We were both 25 then and had been together since we were 19. If soulmates are real, he was definitely mine. We just clicked, you know? He had some habits that were different from mine, like he liked to go to bed early, which I didn't, and he really loved staying at home instead of going out. But I loved all these things about him. They made him who he was. He would always stay awake until he knew I was asleep, which was so sweet. And we started going to the movies every single week soon after we met. It became our special thing. I'm a very different person now because I met him and because I lost him. It's like my whole world changed. He showed me what real love and care feels like. It was deep and meaningful in a way I'd never experienced before. But now, I don't talk about him. It's just too painful. I go to therapy once a week to deal with my feelings, but other than that, I don't say anything about him to anyone. It's like I keep him locked away in my heart. He lives on in how I try to be like him, though. I really try to be patient like he was because I was always a bit quick-tempered. I go for job opportunities that scare me because I know he would tell me to be brave. Sometimes I let myself stay in bed all day because I know he would be nice about it and not judge me. I don't really talk about him, and I probably never will. It's just too hard. Sometimes I might say something like, "Oh, he would have loved this," when I'm with friends who knew him well. But with people I don't know well, I say absolutely nothing about him. My friends and family understand this, and they don't push me to talk about it, which I really appreciate. I'm engaged again now, which is a big step for me. My new fiancé is a woman who's 31. She knows I was engaged before. I couldn't hide that. I told her. My last partner died, and I don't talk about it. That's all I said. I don't use social media much anymore. It's too painful to see old memories pop up, but she found an old Instagram account of mine and saw lots of pictures of him. This made her really angry. She said I was keeping this from her on purpose, like I was hiding something big. I honestly don't think it matters that he was a man, and I told her so. I don't see why that's such a big deal. She says I broke her trust, which really hurts because I wasn't trying to deceive her at all. When things like this happen, I really miss my old life. I miss him and how simple things were. But losing someone you love really messes up how you think and feel, so I'm not sure if I'm being mean or insensitive. It's hard to tell sometimes. My fiancé knew I like both men and women. I was open about being bisexual from the start. The only thing she didn't know was that my fiancé, who died, was a man. I just didn't think it was important to specify. Maybe I was wrong about that, but I didn't mean any harm by it. AITA?